Hey beautiful, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jensine, aka Jungle Knobs. Today I got my hands on the Too Faced Tutti Frutti collection, so we're going to be having a little bit of a makeup playtime with them. I'm going to be giving you my first impressions on the Too Faced Do You foundation, on the Razzie Berry eyeshadow palette, on two of the blushes, the Cherry Bomb and Plumagranate, as well as the highlighter stick in the shade Strawberry Sparkle. So if you're interested in seeing how these products turn out, how they applied, what the formula is like, you want that tea, sis, keep watching. And if you're brand new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. So without any further ado, I'm not going to chatter on too much. Let's get into it. All right, so I want to let you guys know what primers I've used. I'm using my Clarins Instant Smooth Perfecting Touch. This is a primer for my smile lines. Then for my oily areas, I use the Huda Beauty Matte Perfection Primer. And then for right under my eyes, I need something a little bit more hydrating. I've used the Fenty Beauty, this is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. So I've been dying to try this foundation out, the Tutti Frutti Do You foundation. Because I have oily combination skin, I really wanted to make sure I used a good mattifying primer. So use the best one for you if you also have oily combination skin. The shade here that I have is Mahogany. So I tried my best, honestly, to match myself online, but I don't know, I heard that the shade does oxidize. So we're just gonna have to go ahead and see. If it isn't a good color match for me, I am going to talk about the formula of it and how well or how long the foundation lasts. I do like that they have this cute little pump, and I'll put some clips for you guys so you can see a little bit close up, but I'm going to try two pumps here, and the actual pumps, that's like a pretty good helping of foundation, if you will. So right off the bat, I'm just going to do some little dots right here. I do have to say, this smells very faintly of watermelon, and I love it. I'm also going to use my Kat Von D brush to just smooth that out. Oh, I expected it to be a little bit more creamy, but this is kind of nice. So here's just half my face. This is a very light coating, but this is definitely more of a medium coverage, and I'm quite sure that you can build it up to full coverage foundation. I do want to say something though. I did mention that it does smell like watermelons. I love it. If you have extremely sensitive skin, like sensitive skin that does not like fragrances, you might want to rethink this one. I will put in the description box if I have any allergic reactions, because my skin is sensitive. So far, I don't feel anything or notice anything. Now, for the other side of my face, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Morphe makeup sponge. I like that it seems that this foundation doesn't exactly like move around very easily, which is something that I like. It just means that you also have to be conscious that when you are blending it out, that you make sure you just like get everything, pay close attention. Okay, so this is what Mahogany looks like just right after it's just been freshly blended and nothing covering it. I will say I'm fairly surprised from the name Do You. I really expected it to be really dewy, really oily, and that made me a little bit scared, but it's like a it's like a satin finish. That's what it is. It's like a satin finish, but it doesn't look like it moves around too much. I almost don't even want to put like a lot of setting powder on it. I think that you can if you are really oily, but honestly, it just looks beautiful. It looks like my skin. I'm very impressed. And that's saying something for me, because if you guys watched my Too Faced Born This Way, both of those foundation reviews, that foundation just didn't mesh well with my skin. It just wasn't for me. I really wanted it to work, but I'm quite surprised that this is looking this good, honestly. I'm also going to use the Born This Way Sculpting Concealer. This is in the shade Chestnut, just because I want to show you guys that have this concealer what it looks like, how it works with this foundation. I have quite a few favorite concealers, but this one is one of my favorites. I just think the coverage is just, it's amazing. And then I want to try something new today. I'm going to be using the Dermablend Illuminating Banana Powder. This is new. I've never used it, so let's see how it looks with this concealer. I'm just taking a light coating and pressing that in there. This is actually really beautiful, and to be honest, it does not have a strong banana-y color to it. It's just like, I don't know how to describe it. It just complements the skin very well. Has a very soft blurring feel to it, not at all cakey. Keep in mind I am going in very lightly with the setting powder. Okay, so I'm gonna fast forward my makeup a little bit, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump straight to the eyes. All right, so I have my eye primer on, and I use the Urban Decay. This is the Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Caffeine, and now I'm ready to use this gorgeous berry scented palette. When I tell you guys, like, berry scented, it's not in the like obnoxious overly sweet smell, but it's like very faint. Ugh, it's just, it smells so good. This is what it looks like. Super pretty. It's very, very girly. I like the packaging. It feels like substantial. Like, it doesn't feel like it's like cheap packaging at all. So going into the first shade, I'm going to use this shade Pink Suede as a transition. That's actually a pretty decent shade, and the pigmentation seems pretty great on that one. I am going to deepen this up with this purple shade. This one is called Razzie. Ooh, now this is what I'm talking about. This one is very pigmented. I really love the way these colors blend well together and give me like a pinky, mauvey purple kind of vibe. So for my lid, I'm gonna go with this color right here, Berry Treasure, and then I'm gonna go with this one right here called Bad to the Berry. Now before I finish my other eye, I just want to show you guys how this looks like. I'm very impressed with the pigmentation. I kind of didn't really know what to expect. With the shimmer shade, the pink one, I did use a setting spray just to make it look more pigmented. I always do that with all the shimmers I use. It looks gorgeous right now. Word of caution, if you do have eyes that are kind of drier, you might want to use a primer that's not so drying on the eyes. I think that's what I did, and I'm gonna have to use and douse myself with setting spray so that it looks moisturized. Okay, so I've added lashes and liner, and for my inner corner, I'm gonna go in with this super sparkly shade. It's called Boys and Berry, and I'm using my Sonia Kashuk pencil brush to go ahead and apply that to the inner corner. That's actually like super cute. I'm really feeling that as an inner corner highlight. Now next are the duo blushes. I've got two different ones right here. So the cherry scented one is called Cherry Bomb, and look how freaking beautiful this is, guys. So you can see, take a closer look right here. You've got a shimmery shade and a blush shade, and you can even mix the two if you want a shimmery blush or just use one as blush and one as highlight. I'm gonna be daring. I'm gonna just mix it all together and just go in really light. And it smells divine, guys. It smells like amazing. Now this one right here is called Plumagranate, and you can see here it's also got a shimmery shade right here and a blush shade right here as well. So I'm gonna mix this all together. They're very pigmented, I should say. And then I'm gonna put this on this side. They're both really pretty. Like, I don't think I can, obviously I couldn't choose one. I had to order both, but they both fit really nicely with this look. Got this plummy, shimmery going on, and you've got this more deep red with flecks of golden shimmer. And I actually kind of thought it would look a little bit crazy with this look, wearing two different blush shades, but they both look nice. So now we've got the, they have a dewy stick highlighter. This is a cream to powder highlighting stick. And the shade that I got here is the Strawberry Lemonade, and this smells freaking amazing, guys. So I'm just gonna go ahead and glide it right along here. Oh, it feels really soft. Ooh, and it's pigmented too. I'm just gonna take my finger and use that to just kind of dab it in. And that blends really nicely. I'm very, very impressed with it. Adding some right to my forehead. This really does feel like it goes on as a powder. It's not like that creamy, like wet feeling. If that's something that you're looking for, just be aware. All right, so I just finished with my setting spray, and I want to give you guys my thoughts on the collection. Honestly, I have like nothing bad to say about any of these products, surprisingly, because I can be very honest and blunt and picky about certain things. I will say the only thing that I can think of right now is if you have sensitive skin, these products are scented, so you should watch out for that. Other than that, like, I mean, like, look at my face, you know, like this is in 4K, so we ain't hiding anything, you know what I mean? The foundation itself is very, like, it's surprising. It's like natural, but your enhanced natural skin. It's got great coverage. It's not too dewy. It's like a satiny finish. And even if you're oilier, you can use your best mattifying primer. Get yourself some MAC Fix Plus Matte. Spray that on, and then you can even put the foundation on top of that. I didn't do that today because I wanted to show you guys what it looks like without it. But I mean, I'm not dewy at all, and I like that. And I love the eyeshadow palette. The colors are so beautiful. If you are deeper skin, this will complement your skin very well. They are definitely pigmented. For the shimmery shades, if you do want that extra like pop, definitely use some setting spray to go on top of it. Now, honestly, the freaking blushes are so beautiful. They're so pigmented, and you can use them in different ways. You can use them just a highlighter. You can mix it to make a cool shimmery blush. You can use just the blush side, which is really, really cool. I love the packaging. It's cute and like reminds me of being a little kid, but it's not cheap looking or cheap feeling at all. I know that the prices of these products are definitely not in the like affordable range at all, but having seen them in person and use them, I can now be like, okay, like this is actually like good quality products, and I feel good about spending that money. The highlighting stick is bomb. I mean, I love highlights, like who are we kidding? But it really is that cream to powder formula. As you can see what it looks like right now, it's just it's so beautiful. I know that they have another shade that's more of a lighter color suited for lighter skin tones, but this, first of all, it smells, oh my god, it smells like Kool-Aid. It smells amazing, and the color payoff is so nice. I initially thought, oh man, like it's just gonna go on and it's kind of going to move my makeup around, which is a problem that you can kind of get sometimes with very creamy highlights. But this went on very easily. It blended out really nicely with my fingers, so I'm very impressed. Just a quick note about the foundation shade. It did oxidize just a touch darker, so the actual color Mahogany on my skin when I pumped it out was super light, which was a little bit scary, but it did oxidize. So I suggest that if you are going to get this, please go in stores, kind of like swatch it on like your face, go in barefaced or your chest or something, walk around the store, check other products out, and then see what the actual color is after maybe like 5 or 10 minutes. Now, I really just wanted to have this collection focus on just the Tutti Frutti collection, but if you guys really want an in-depth like wear test of the foundation, I'm happy to do that for you guys. I just have my one shade Mahogany, so that's all that I can show you, but I'm happy to do that if you guys want to see it. Now, if you haven't already, don't forget to check out my 2 videos on the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, kicking it. I really appreciate it. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!